Well, skill number 2 goes a little bit deeper. It's still one of the fundamentals. This is communication, and that is to reflect feeling.
Yeah, just simply to reflect feeling, just to acknowledge that in every single conversation you have, especially the one with your partner, there's a river of emotions that sort of runs underneath the words that you're sharing. You know, you're not just exchanging content, you're conveying something emotionally. And so whenever that gets communicated by someone reflecting back to you, they got it. That's when you feel heard.
Yeah, it's almost like they're sifting through all the verbiage to lift out the little golden nugget of an emotion to hand it back to that person and go, hey, here, is this how you feel? Yeah, that's it. You're the first person all day that really understands. You're the person maybe in my entire life that really gets me. That happens when we begin to reflect feelings. And by the way, most of us think we do this so much better than we actually do. This is a challenging thing, even for professionals to do, right?
And there are some differences because it does come more easily for some of us.
Yes,
than
women actually have a larger feeling vocabulary. Did you know this,
Shocker.
men? Yeah, women relative to men are like a walking thesaurus of emotions, right? You ask most men, how are you feeling? What kind of response do you get? Good, not hungry, I'm okay, you know? Little exaggeration, but you get the idea. So we know that, but that doesn't mean necessarily that men have a tougher time doing this than women,
Well,
does it?
and no, because for women, often what will happen is we are so in tune with our feelings that we'll leap to conclusions sometimes and project our own emotions onto our men, especially if that feeling isn't readily available, you know?
So you might say, wow, it looks like you're really sad about that. I guess. I didn't think about it until you just said it. I'm
Which
sad.
is very different than reflecting an actual feeling they have.
Right.
But I want to give the men some encouragement because sometimes it can be like, well, you know, this can be a lot harder for me. But the truth is, in order to reflect feelings in a way that makes your spouse feel understood, you do not have to get the feeling right. I mean, this is really good news because you can actually be dead wrong and it still has the same impact as if you got it right.
As long as, one important qualifier on this, as long as, if anybody know, you're genuine. You've got to be, if you're doing a technique, forget it.
There was a situation where I was in a fight with my sisters. We were all fighting together. And I vented to him about it. And I was like, this is what's going on. This is what she's doing. This is what they said.
I was just having a really sad day. There was really not a reason.
And he just like sat back for a little bit and just thought, he's like, wow, like, it seems like you're really frustrated about this.
And Jared just looked at me and said, sweetie, it sounds like you're just really sad.
And just like the way he said it, it wasn't like he was like trying to like fix something like right away.
It just meant a lot that he would just allow me to be sad and acknowledge that it was fine and that he understood that it was just a hard day.
Right, but if it's coming from the heart and you're truly interested in understanding her, you can be dead. I can say to you, wow, it seems like you're really angry about this.
No, I'm not angry at all. I think I'm really sad. I'm kind of brokenhearted. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, sad.
Yeah.
I knew that was it.
I'm not upset right now that he didn't get it. I'm gonna help him because he wants to understand me. He's listening with all his heart, so it's not off-putting if he gets it wrong.
And by the way, how do we know if somebody's genuine or not? Do they say, well, I'm really genuine, so let's talk now, right? How do you know? It comes up in a nonverbal way, right? It's eye contact. Do you even know that our pupils dilate when we're genuinely interested in another person? Now, that doesn't mean we go around and look each other's eyes to see how genuine we are. We just pick it up at a certain level.
Right.
And we know that it's not just eye contact, but it's body posture and their attention that they're giving us and so forth. That's how we know somebody is genuine. Right? In fact, maybe we should just demonstrate this for a second.
Sure. Yeah, be happy to.
Let's do this. I will clarify content and reflect feelings to whatever Leslie wants to talk about. I want you to focus on me, and I'll show you how to do these two skills. All right, so let's do this.
Sure.
You'll talk about anything.
You bet. I've been thinking about John because he asked Emma to sweetheart dance, and that's next weekend. And so, we've got to figure it out and get flowers for her. And John is darling, and she's so cute, but he's just,
There's a lot
I just
to process
worry about
there.
him.
Yeah.
He's just barely
But that
stepping
worry,
into
it's real for you, I know. Yes. Worry, right?
I'm concerned for him because it's a big deal.
All right, let's stop this right here. How'd that look? What's wrong with this picture? Some of the guys in here going, nothing, that was good, man. Way to go. I might have picked up that she was worried, she was concerned, but, this is deadly, obviously.
I was not feeling genuinely connected at all.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it has to be, you got to be
Yeah, it doesn't
fully
matter
present
if he
for it.
got the feeling right. He doesn't seem to care, right? So it wouldn't matter. It doesn't do the trick.
So couples, this is communication, to clarify content and reflect feeling. And you want to say, well, no, duh, we do that all right. Well, it gets more and more challenging even as the years roll along in marriage. You got to really focus on learning these skills, the fundamentals.
Right.
Something happens after you get married.
What did you mean?
Oh my gosh, where did we start? Where did it come from?
Like, what's that supposed to mean?
Y'all trying to start something.
How do you feel? I don't know.
And he immediately reassures me, we are good.
Yep.
And then I immediately diffuse. There's nothing that we have not been able to resolve.
And then, of course, if you're using the Symbis assessment, there's a whole page dedicated to communication that's going to give you a descriptive paragraph on your particular talk style. God hardwired each of us uniquely for communication. And if we can understand that about ourselves as well as our partner, that can go a long way in giving you the kind of conversations you long for.